Good day, this 81st day, meaningful moments, 365 days. Sweet sage. That's what the meaningful moment was. So, a little share with you. Over the weekend, I had the great pleasure and honor of a visit from a very near and dear loved one. And actually, this whole weekend, starting on Friday up through yesterday, Sunday, it was just a lot of time spent with family and loved ones, and it was just a beautiful blessing to the heart. And I thank Sweet Sage for stepping in and being part of a beautiful experience this weekend. So for some of you that are familiar with sage, you know that it works to clear the energy, and it's a beautiful plant, as all plants are, and really helps to clear our energetic field, and that can be in space and in time as well. So this weekend, when I had a visit from a loved one, we had some things that we were working through over the course of a few years. But this was a beautiful union because we came to a moment where there needed to be something that came out and healed, as often is the case with these relationships that we have that are close to us, and the relationships that usually are the most intimate to us. There's a part that's working itself out on many different levels. And this beautiful encounter came as we tapped into a strong feeling that was there for the individual and a piece that needed to be healed. And as it came forth, that sweet sage was right there, and I ended up being able to do energy work with this loved one. And while he was laying down and I worked on each of the energy centers, and really with that heart chakra, and opening up places that had been closed down. We all have those places in ourselves. Oftentimes, if we held things for a long period of time, or if we pushed them down and kind of repressed an experience of some kind. But this was a beautiful piece. And right now I'm feeling instructed just to say that this is particularly important between parent and child, because we come into this time together. And for those of you that are out there experiencing different things in the raising of your children, maybe you're finding those days where you feel like you're pulling your hair out, kind of trying to figure out what to do. And they go through different stages, so oftentimes it connects with pieces of our own self in the stages we were going through, or wherever there was kind of little hiccups in our own journey. And we have these generational things that we pass on an energetic level, including these things that connect us like cords in time and space. So it could also be a parent who's already deceased, or a parent that is still alive, and even though you're an adult, you still have these connections and cords that you really want to cut away, not to lose the intimacy with the individual, or maybe in some cases it's necessary to physically distance, but we're speaking about in general things that are healing of the heart. So when we cut away these cords, we're free, ourselves and the other individual. So I was very aware that this was a necessary healing that had to be done. And so as we worked through these pieces, there was an opening. And for any of you who've experienced this kind of healing, and it comes, through many different, I think, modalities. But when we experience it, it's like a opening that happens and a release that comes out. And energetically, you can feel that there's a shift. And those are just precious moments. precious to hold on to, because when we come to those moments consciously, then the work is really done on a deeper level and on one that really frees us, because we remove it from the energy field. Therefore, we don't have to re-engage it, or it doesn't get re-triggered for us. But that's the work on the deeper level that has to happen in order for us to really be free. So, you know, in that meaningful moment from a mother's heart, I can only say that it's a great honor and blessing to do this work that we do with our children, with those loved ones near and dear to us. So for all you powerful women and men, all of you who have consciousness enough to understand your ability to heal and the power to heal not just yourself but others, know that we're dreaming this new world into being, this world that allows us to have the greatest capacities of our heart opening wide to receive, to give, to love in the highest consciousness, with the fullness of our presence. Blessings upon your day and upon all those sweet sage moments, even if you're not using sage, the healing. Aho.